Another day, another dollar. My smart friends, it's time for us to practice English together. And today, I have a special lesson for you. It's called the Remake Project. Now, today, you're going to learn about close, and as for grammar, you're going to learn about present continuous. Why? Because you're going to use that to describe a picture. Okay, you have the list. If you're ready, grab your coffee. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, first, look at these two pictures. Yeah. Oh, they look similar. Oh, what's that? Okay, so this is about the Remake project. What is it? Let's read it. The Remake project was the idea of Canadian artist Jeff Hamada. He asked readers of his website to remake a famous work of art as a photo. Hundreds of people sent photos to the project, and the photos appeared in blogs, in newspapers, and in a book. Okay, very good. So I believe the gentleman over here, the man, is trying to copy this project. Okay, now what are the people in the painting and photo wearing? What are they wearing? Write W for the woman and M for the man. Okay, let's check it out. A blue apron. Okay, that is an apron, so that's the woman. Blue pants, definitely the man. A brown skirt. Okay, that's the woman. A yellow and green blouse. Yellow, I can see the yellow, and that's supposed to be the green. Okay, that's the woman. A yellow t-shirt, the man. A white cap. A white cap, here it is, here. That's the woman again. Very good, very nice. You'll be asked to remake a project yourself. Now, before you learn about remaking projects, you need to know the items, the clothes, the footwear, accessories, and jewelry. Okay, everyone, I need you to match the words and the photos. Do it together. Learn from each other. There's no rush. And if you're ready, well, let's listen and do it with me. Are you ready? Okay.
1.23 Things you wear. Clothes. 11. Blouse. 13. Cardigan. 3. Coat. 2. Dress. 9. Jacket. 5. Jeans. 14. Leggings. 18. Pajamas. 12. Pants. 8. Shirt. 1. Shorts. 6. Skirt. 20. Socks. 7. Suit. 16. Sweater. 19. Tights. 4. Top. 10. Tracksuit. 15. T-shirt. 17. Underwear. Footwear. 24.
Boots.
25.
Flip-flops.
22.
Sandals.
23.
Shoes.
21.
Sneakers.
Footwear, yeah?
Accessories. 26. Belt. 30. Cap. 28. Gloves. 31. Hat. 29. Scarf. 27. Tie. Jewelry. 33.
Bracelet.
32.
Earrings.
35.
Necklace.
34.
Ring.
Perfect. Now you know about clothes, footwear, accessories, and also jewelry. Okay, very nice. Just one more thing. Look, everyone. Wear, carry, or dress. We use wear for jewelry, glasses, clothes, etc. For example, she's wearing a hat. He is wearing sunglasses. We use carry for bags, suitcases, briefcases. For example, I can't carry this suitcase. She's carrying a bag. Now, dress. With no object, you can use it to describe the kind of clothes people wear. For example, TV journalists dress very well. So dress here is the verb. Lucy always dresses in black. So she wears black clothes, dresses. Here it's the verb. Okay, a pair. We often use a pair to talk about plural clothes. What are plural clothes? Let me tell you. Earrings. Okay? Or for example, leggings, jeans. These are plural. Okay? And like sneakers, boots, jeans, pants. These are the examples. Okay, very good. Let's continue. So far, so good. Get your headphones, yeah? I need you to listen to these words and sounds. Practice saying them. Which sound is only in unstressed syllables? Unstressed. Listen.
1.24. 1.
Computer. Bracelet. Cardigan. Jacket. Necklace.
2. Bird. Shirt. Skirt. T-shirt.
Great. Now everybody look, the sound is only in unstressed syllables. Jacket, cardigan. Okay, so the stress is here. Bracelet, necklace, So it's in unstressed syllable. Okay, now I need you to underline the stressed syllable in the multi-syllable words below. Okay, which sound from A do the pink letters have? One for two for Okay, painter, her. Okay, let's check it together. Listen.
1.25.
Painter.
2. Her. 2.
First.
2. Photograph. 1.
Picture.
2. Prefer. 2.
Curly.
2. Attractive. 1.
Occasion.
1. Work. 2.
University.
2.
Okay, very good, very nice. Now everybody look. Her, first, photograph. Look at the stress, photograph. Picture, prefer, curly, attractive, occasion, work, university, university. Okay, not bad. Now I need you to speak with your friend. Okay, ask and answer the questions. What clothes do you usually wear for work, college, or school? What clothes do you usually wear when you go out at night? What clothes do you usually wear when you want to relax on the weekend? And what clothes do you usually wear for a special occasion? For example, it's your anniversary, it's your birthday. Okay? Take your time, write your answers. Okay? Take notes. And when you're ready, speak with your friends. Compare your answers. Speak it up. Nice. All of you are talented when it comes to fashion. All right, now let's look at the pictures together. Okay, complete them with his, she's, or their. Okay, let's do it together. Number 1, they're wearing yellow and blue clothes. Number 2, she is wearing a cap over here. Number 3, he's pouring milk from a bottle. All right, number 4, she's pouring milk from a jug. This is a jug. Number 5, they're looking at the milk. Number 6, they're standing near a window. Okay, so circle the correct form of the verb, present continuous or simple present. Number 1, in the photo, the man, okay, let's see, isn't wearing a cap or doesn't wear a cap. Isn't wearing. And number 2, people often wear aprons in the kitchen. Okay, so what's the difference, everybody? Tell me. We're describing a picture. Okay, so we're describing something that we see right now. And next one is a general sentence. For example, I go to gym every day. Okay, but right now I'm going to the gym. I got my gear and I'm going to the gym right now. So if it's general, simple present. If it's happening right now or we're talking about a plan in the future, ing. Okay, I'll explain. Just reviewing the things I said to you. Listen, everyone.
1.26. 1. What are you doing?
I'm sending a message to Sarah.
2. My brother is taking a 2-month vacation in the U.S. 3.
In this picture, the woman is standing near a table.
Perfect. So look, it's verb be, okay? As you can see, verb be, for example, I'm working, plus the verb work and ing. We use this structure to talk about things that are happening now or at the moment, or to describe what's happening in the picture when you describe something, or for temporary things that are happening around now or this week. Okay? Very good. So I'm cooking. Okay? You're working. I'm working. You're working. He's working. All right? The negative, I'm not working. They aren't working. He isn't working. All right? For questions, we flip it. How? Are you working? Is he working? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Yes, he is. No, he isn't. Now, adding ing, this part, I apologize if I'm fast because this is easy for you. You're a smart person. All right? Cook, cooking. You add ing. Now, live, living, not live. Live. The verb is live. Live is something else. It's the noun. For example, live TV. But live, living. All right? All right, so if it has an E, you cut the final E and add ing. Run, running. And they say, teacher, why do we repeat run? Okay, you. Look at you. U is a vowel. I, E, A, O, U. And after that, we have a consonant. So, in this case, we have double consonant. So, you repeat the N and you add the ing. We're not done. Now, simple present or present continuous. What's the difference? Okay, listen first. I'll explain again. I explained it before. I'll do it again. Okay.
1.27. 1.
What do you do?
I work for an IT company.
2.
What are you doing?
I'm checking my messages.
3.
I like this painting. It's beautiful.
Okay, so again with me, what do you do? What's your job? It's a general question. I work for an IT company. A general answer. But what are you doing? It's talking about right now. Okay, I'm checking my messages. And I like this painting. It's beautiful. It's again something general. Alright, so we use simple present for things that are generally true or always happen. We use the present continuous for an action happening now or at the moment. And we normally use verbs that describe states or feelings, non-action verbs. For example, e.g. means for example, want, need, like. In the simple present, not continuous. For example, I like Italian food. Oh, I love this house. It's stylish. Okay? So for these verbs, we use simple present, non-action verbs. Okay. Now, if you need, as always, take a screenshot from this page. Yes. Okay. Let's practice together. Let's see what you got, tough guy. Okay, you know the drill. As always, we have two sets of exercises. For the first part, write sentences with the present continuous. Use contractions where you can. For example, look, it's a negative sentence. So it, snow, continuous. So it isn't snowing. Okay, the rest is your gig. As for B, complete the sentences with the simple present or present continuous. The girl in the painting, we're talking about the painting right now, is playing the guitar. Okay, so the rest is your gig. Take your time, stop the video, there's no rush. This isn't a race, okay? Take your time, focus, do it little by little, okay? And if you have done it, check with your friends, learn from each other, okay? This isn't a competition, okay? Very good. Now let's do it with me. Number one, it's a positive sentence. Oliver is wearing a suit today. Number two, it's a question. It's hot. Why are you wearing a coat? Number three, it's a negative sentence. Jane isn't sitting in her usual place today. Number four, hey, you're standing on my foot. Number five, what book are you reading? Number six, we're renting a small house right now. Number seven, it's a question. Is she wearing makeup? Number eight, I'm planning a trip to the US. Number nine, is your brother working in London this week? And last one, they aren't getting along very well right now. Okay, get along. Next gig, my dog's not dangerous. He doesn't bite. Number two, why are you wearing sunglasses? It's raining. Number three, you can turn off the radio. I'm not listening to it. Number four, I need to find an ATM. So it's a non-action verb. Number five, be careful. The baby is putting your pen in her mouth. Number six, do you usually cook on the weekends? No, we normally eat out. Number seven, what are you doing here? I'm waiting for Emma. She's late, as usual. Number eight, I usually drink tea, but I want a coffee today. So want, non-action verb. Number nine, she's an administrator. She works from 9 to 5. So it's a routine. It's a general method. Number 10, Mark lives in New York, but he's working in Chicago right now. As easy as that. Simple present and present continuous. Awesome. You're doing great. Now everybody, we have a listening. So you're going to listen to an art expert talking about Vermeer and the Milkmaid. Look at the painting again. This painting, yes, the Milkmaid. With a partner, you and your friend try to answer the question. And no chat GPT. Do it on your own, okay? Very good. All right. Now, I need you to listen and check your answers. Let's go.
1.28.
Johannes Vermeer was a 17th century painter from the city of Delft in Holland. He mainly painted the people and things he saw around him, the rooms in his house, the people who lived or worked there, usually women, and the things they did every day. For example, in his work you will see women who are playing music, reading or writing letters, or working in the kitchen. Vermeer was especially good at painting light coming into a room through windows. Partly for this reason, people often describe his work as being like photography or film. His paintings can seem very real. This painting, The Milkmaid, is one of these very photographic images. The woman, a maid or a servant, is pouring milk into a bowl. Perhaps she's making a bread and milk pudding because there are pieces of broken bread on the table. Nobody knows if the woman he painted was a real servant or a model. However, most people think Vermeer usually painted his wife, his daughter, and his servant, not models. A famous book and movie called Girl with a Pearl Earring is an imaginary story about Vermeer and his relationship with his young servant, inspired by one of his best-known paintings. People admired Vermeer's paintings a lot in his lifetime, but he was never rich. There are two reasons for this. First, because he painted very slowly. Today, there are only about 34 paintings that we can be sure are by him. Second, because he used very expensive paints. The blue paint he used for the milkmaid's apron was made of lapis lazuli, which was a very expensive stone. People loved this painting from the very beginning, and although it is very small, only 18 by 16 inches, 20 years after Vermeer died, somebody bought the painting for 175 Dutch guilders. That was an enormous amount of money for the time.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Okay, so let's see. What century did Vermeer live in? Okay, so 17th century. Where was he from? Well, he was from Holland, one of my favorite countries. Be sure to visit Holland one day. Number 3, what kind of things did he usually paint? Well, everyday scenes. Number 4, what is the milkmaid probably making? Okay, so a pudding. All right, number 5, how many of Vermeer's paintings exist today? 34. And why was the painting expensive to make? Okay, because some of the paints were very expensive. Okay, not bad. Now, I need you to look at these items 1, 2, 6. Okay, what can you remember about them from the expert's talk? The expert talks about these. Okay, so I need you to listen again and make notes. Now, notes taking is very important, especially if you want to take TOEFL exam. And of course, for your university, when you're listening to the university lecture, you need to be able to make notes. Okay? The show is yours again. Take your time, listen again, practice notes taking. I've got your back. One more round, and if you don't want to do it, skip it to the next part. The choice is yours.
1.28.
Johannes Vermeer was a 17th century painter from the city of Delft in Holland. He mainly painted the people and things he saw around him, the rooms in his house, the people who lived or worked there, usually women, and the things they did every day. For example, in his work you will see women who are playing music, reading or writing letters, or working in the kitchen. Vermeer was especially good at painting light coming into a room through windows. Partly for this reason, people often describe his work as being like photography or film. His paintings can seem very real. This painting, The Milkmaid, is one of these very photographic images. The woman, a maid or a servant, is pouring milk into a bowl. Perhaps she's making a bread and milk pudding because there are pieces of broken bread on the table. Nobody knows if the woman he painted was a real servant or a model. However, most people think Vermeer usually painted his wife, his daughter, and his servant, not models. A famous book and movie called Girl with a Pearl Earring is an imaginary story about Vermeer and his relationship with his young servant, inspired by one of his best-known paintings. People admired Vermeer's paintings a lot in his lifetime, but he was never rich. There are two reasons for this. First, because he painted very slowly. Today, there are only about 34 paintings that we can be sure are by him. Second, because he used very expensive paints. The blue paint he used for the milkmaid's apron was made of lapis lazuli, which was a very expensive stone. People loved this painting from the very beginning, and although it is very small, only 18 by 16 inches, 20 years after Vermeer died, somebody bought the painting for 175 Dutch guilders. That was an enormous amount of money for the time.
Perfect. So, Delft, it's a city in Holland. Vermeer was from here. Light coming through windows. Well, he was especially good at painting this. It was his specialty. And his wife, his daughter, and his servants, well, most people think they are the women in his paintings. Okay, Girl with a Pearl Earring. Well, it's a movie and a book about his relationship with a young servant, inspired by one of his paintings. And the milkmaid's apron. Well, the blue paint he used for this was very expensive, made from lapis lazuli, a very expensive stone. And 175 Dutch guilders. Well, what someone paid for the painting, the price that he got from that painting. Very good. You're very good at note-taking. Keep practicing. So far, so good. Prepositions of place, above, behind, between, in front of, in the corner, in the middle of, next to, on the left of, under. Now, I need you to use these and fill in the blanks while looking at this picture. For example, the young man is in the kitchen. Look at the picture, use the phrases, and fill in the blanks. Again, it's your turn. No rush. Okay? Stop the video and do it. And if you have done it, well, listen and check your answers. Okay?
1.29. 1,
The young man is in the kitchen.
2. There's a table in front of him. 3,
On the table, there are some eggs, some bread, and some strawberries.
4. The bread is in the middle of the table. It's between the eggs and the strawberries. 5,
There's a board under the bread.
6. Behind the man, there's an old washing machine. 7,
There's a window on the left of the photo.
8. In the corner of the room, there's a sink and some cleaning products. 9,
There's a flower on the wall above the sink.
10. The sink is next to the window.
Perfect, very good. Now, as you can see, we use these to describe a picture. Describing. Follow me. Everyone, look at this picture. Yeah. Describing a picture or a photo. When we describe a picture or a photo, we normally use there is, there are to say what's in the picture, and we use the present continuous to say what the people are doing. For example, there's a table with some bread on it. The woman is standing next to the table. Now, your task is to describe this to your friends. Okay, stop the video, take some notes, and describe it to your friends. Okay, whatever you see in the picture, and use the prepositions that I just taught you. Okay, and I want to give you a sample answer of my own. Okay, in the photo, there's a woman dancing in the middle of a cozy living room. She is wearing a brown sweater and jeans. Behind her, a man is sitting on an orange armchair and taking a photo of her with his phone. Next to him, there's a small footstool with a remote control on it. Under the coffee table, we can see an orange cat lying down. There are a few books on the table. Behind the woman, there's a gray sofa and a big painting on the wall above it. A floor lamp is standing next to the sofa. Okay? And a plant is between the armchair and the window. There is a colorful rug on the floor. Everything looks warm and happy. Okay, so the next task is to bring up your favorite photo, and your friend is going to describe what he or she sees in that photo. That's your task. Well done. And in order to wrap it up, some extra questions. Is there a painting you know that you would like to remake? Just like the project Remake that we discussed. What pictures or posters do you have on the wall in your bedroom or living room? And do you have any favorite painters or paintings? Who or what are they? Why do you like them? What famous painters are there from your country? Do you like any of their paintings? And do you or did you paint or draw? What kind of things? Okay. So speak with your friends. Compare your answers. Again, speak as much as you can. Oh well, there you have it, everybody. Project Remake. If you like, you can find one of your favorite photos and remake it. You can talk about photos and pictures. You know the difference between simple present and present continuous. And at the same time, you can use prepositions to describe photos and pictures. Well, that's it for today. Workbook coming right up. As always, if you have a question, you can comment down below and I will get back to you. And you can also download the slides in the description part. I'll be seeing you again. That's it. Bye-bye.